Look at my face and tell me what you see. Do you see a black girl making it with a degree, or do you see a black girl with another life inside her at the age of 16? You see, it's hard living in this world being the skin color that I am, because black people don't get respect, we get disrespected. People of my color is known for everything going dark, fights and shootings, even stealings in the park. Back then they chained you, they sold you, they even made you strip down, but nowadays you go to prison and get thrown around. Sometimes I wonder when this world full of crimes will come to an end. It's like you have to treasure your life like it's the last day you will live. I feel there's a place that I will go after I leave the sinful world that I'm living in now. There's no peace, no love, or secure anywhere around. You see, I can't walk to the park or even go to the swimming pool. It's hard for me even going to school. I feel there's a place where there is no evil inside. There are blessings you cannot receive until you know Him in fullness and believe in Jesus Christ. These are the times of fast food and slow digestion, big men and smaller character. I cannot say I understand what's going on in your everyday life, and you're right, I don't know, but I can't imagine because I am one of you. It's so much hate going on with our next door neighbor, but later that day we tend to ask them for a favor. The things you do for people make you change your life around, but now it's time to forget about them and move to the next round.
"32nd Street School is located just north of the USC University Park campus. About the size of one square block, it serves students in grades K through 12 from the greater Los Angeles area. In this small space, students of different races adapt to the challenges presented by the diversity of Los Angeles. Creative writing gives them an outlet for expression and a forum for discussion on one of the most divisive issues faced in the community today, racism. Through shared and familiar experiences, students are well aware of the existence of this problem.
I went to one of this girl's graduation party, and she had black and white friends. So she was collecting money at the door, I guess for graduating or whatever, and her mom was collecting the money. The money came up missing and they called the police. And then they were trying to search everyone, and they let all the white people go, but the black people had to stay. That was racist within itself.
I know everybody heard about the shooting about 2 weeks ago with a guy named Jamal Shaw that was going to college. They made it seem like Hispanics shot him, but it wasn't really no Hispanics. They made it seem like he didn't gangbang what he did, and it's the society today, the news, the media, they make it seem like it's a black-owned Hispanic thing when it's really not, because they really don't know the backup story about it. And so, I feel that that's wrong when they should go deep down into the information, because he did gang bang, but he wanted to get out the gang, and they wouldn't let him, so, he got shot.
The demographics at 32nd Street are predominantly black and Latino. For the students, race is not as significant an issue in school as it is in the rest of their daily lives. Here, students cooperate and interact in a close-knit community. However, like any other community, there will be conflict, and 32nd Street is no exception. In deciding their senior class colors, shade and combination weren't the only issues at hand.
You could say African American wants purple, and then a Hispanic person may want gray. And then we're gonna be outnumbered. Well, the African Americans are gonna be outnumbered because there's more of them than there are of us.
Them and us, majority and minority. These are terms that we use to simultaneously define and separate ourselves from others.
And it's a funny thing about human beings is that we're always making these distinctions, and when everybody's even basically the same, we still find a way to make distinctions.
Mrs. K's insight into the issue of race relations is a product of her experiences living in both racially diverse and homogeneous communities.
Once I could see that I actually have a culture that I come from, because I think a lot of it coming from the dominant culture, it's like you can't see your culture, and then when you're the one that's different, then you can see it.
This gives her a unique perspective on the resolution of racial conflict at 32nd Street.
Our school is so small that you know, the black and brown kids date each other, and everybody knows each other. And so that's kind of like one of the big solutions to racism, is that, you know, as you get to know whoever is other, you can't hate them.
Getting to know the other sounds like a simple concept, but the barriers of skin color, language, and culture that separate us will not be overcome so easily. The other will remain as long as we feel the need to find difference among ourselves.